The Regional Director for West and Central Africa of the United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women, also known as UN Women, conducted a 3-day high-level visit to the Republic of Cameroon from the 13th to the 17th of September 2015. The objective of her visit was to enhance cooperation ties between the government of Cameroon and UN Women Country Office. During her visit, Madame Diana Ofona met with His Excellency Philemon Yang, Prime Minister and Head of Government of the Republic of Cameroon. The Regional Director expressed UN Women's sincere gratitude for the strides Cameroon has made towards making gender equality a lived reality.
The Regional Director actually congratulates the government of Cameroon for the different achievements. The achievement made in terms of political participation. I remember the figures were low, but Cameroon is among the leading countries in terms of women political participation. And that was something that the Regional Director wants to congratulate the government for. The second aspect is really the coherence in terms of view, whereby the Prime Minister actually gives clear orientation about how Cameroon want to shine and see what is the emergency aspect of the country, and making sure that in terms of being a country of emergence, that women will be leading in that. And there are good signs for it. There is a political commitment, and the resources will follow. So I think it was very clear that we have a clear and coherent understanding what the issues are with the Prime Minister, and we also have his full support in terms of our mandate and what we can do to change the scope of life of women in Cameroon.
On his part, the Prime Minister lauded UN Women for supporting the government of Cameroon towards attaining its vision of becoming an emerging nation by 2035. Apart from an in-depth exchange with the Prime Minister, Madame Diana Ofona also met with the Minister of Women Empowerment and the Family in 2 different occasions.
She came to see what we are doing with UN Women, and she met with different administrations, even the civil society. You can see the stands out there to see what women are capable of doing. So we made an evaluation on what we have been doing. We have been moving forward. More still needs to be done, but we have moved a great deal. And we are very, very optimistic that the situation of women will continue to improve so that they can contribute efficiently to the development of our country, the whole of Africa, and the entire world, because she's not just UN Women for Africa, she's UN Women in all the countries.
The Minister has hosted this dinner in my honor and UN Women, and we are very grateful, extremely grateful. We have had very good exchanges. We've had fruitful deliberation, and this is really a culmination of a very successful 3-day mission in Cameroon.
The Regional Director also met with other high-level government officials, including the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, the Minister of Commerce, the Minister of Public Works, and a host of others to discuss avenues to further strengthen the needs of women and girls, being specifically taken into consideration in the planning and implementation of main projects. The Regional Director also took part in the working session to review the strategic priorities of Cameroon, which she said will be hinged on the new post-2015 development framework. New strategic orientation will include the flagship program, which according to the country representative is innovative.
The flagship program is really that we as UN Women is a full agency now. That we need to start programming in a sense that we have a wider vision rather than the micro level interventions. We need to sustain for some of the changes that we are looking forward in terms of our specific thematic areas have to be sustained over time. And this we cannot obtain them through small-scale intervention. We really have to have large-scale interventions working on various impact areas and over time. So that's the big shift. Another big shift is really looking at what are the type of implementing agencies that we need to have. Rather than having what we call responsible parties, we need to invest and partnership with partners that can really sustain our interventions. So it's that wider, big-scale intervention over time and the years, we can make a significant impact and a significant change in the lives of our constituencies, which are women and girls at the country level.
The regional director also received in dance and fanfare as she visited the Gender Open Marketplace. Here, UN Women Cameroon showcased its projects, beneficiaries, partners, its humanitarian interventions in the field, as well as results. She also took the opportunity to discuss with close to 100 female leaders and civil society representatives the gaps and challenges.
The gist of our discussions with the Honorable Minister and with all the other partners that we have met was first and foremost taking stock of what we have done together and looking at what really needs to be done post-2015. The second is to harness and look for more opportunities to include financing for gender equality. The political will is there, gains have been made. It is time now to harness all the resources behind gender equality and have a larger financial portfolio to meet the objectives of gender equality and and the empowerment of women.
Her visit was indeed timely.
I think this visit is really timely. Timely because I've just joined the office, and it was very important for me to receive guidance and orientation from the regional director. And when she came in, she actually just came from the global retreat at HQ, and this really provided us with a clear understanding of the different orientations. So it was a very important mission for me.
The visit of the regional director to Cameroon also provided the representative with a clearer vision.
Basically, it's continuity, because I found out the office they have started very new and innovative processes. So he's trying to build up what the achievements are, and there are a number of achievements to strengthen the partnership between UN Women and the government, because government support is skewed to UN Women interventions in the country, to strengthen the partnership between UN Women and the UN agencies, and I think that is a strategic and strong partnership, and to continue the activities and put them on another scale. And I think that is actually what I'm going to do in my interim period.